Hey YouTube, this is Mac Apple 10256, and today I'm just gonna go over the basics of an application I like to call Pixelmator. It's a great app. It's like Photoshop and Paintbrush. It's like the advanced tools of Photoshop, not exactly, and then the ease of use of Paintbrush combined. Congratulations to whoever made this, for this is a great program, and it's only $60. Download the free trial today at pixelmator.com or .net or .org, I don't really know. So, launch up your Pixelmator, and I'll just create a new wallpaper. This is the rectangular or elliptical marquee tool. Right here. Down here, these are the tool options. So you get to choose if it's rectangular or elliptical. Then you get to choose of 3 modes and anti-alias. And hold on a second. Sorry about that. The third mode, I'll show you what the third mode does. See, only a certain selection is made. So if you choose this mode, it'll combine them two. If you choose the first mode, it'll just be one selection. Next is the move tool. So I'll come back and make a little object. Okay, this is a little object that I made. And if you go to the move tool by pressing V, you get to move it around. And I merged these layers, and so I can like move them up here or over here, but I'll just place it right in the center. Next is the lasso tool. You can choose between a regular lasso tool or a polygonal, and again the 3 modes. So I get to, with the regular, I just choose a selection, or I'll choose the polygonal, and it'll just make straight lines. And then I get a polygonal selection. Or you could choose the magic wand tool. So I'll select this, and yeah, I don't really know what this does. Then there's the crop tool, which crops your image. Then there's the slice tool. I have no idea what that does. Then there's the clone stamp tool, the pencil tool where you get to draw, the eraser tool, which erases, obviously. Then there's the brush tool, the gradient tool, which adds a gradient. So if I go back here and go to my gradient tool and pick a gradient, I'll pick the patriotic one. And I made it go from red, white to blue. Now, I know this can be taken as a few countries like France, Russia, and the United States, but, I can't create like a flag gradient. That will be impossible. So I'll just undo that. Then there's the paint bucket tool, so I'll go to my colors, and since I memorized hexadecimal values, I'll just enter it in. This is a red type color. I'll exit out of here, and I could just touch, and there we go. It's a red color. I'll keep that. Then there's the blur tool. So if I wanted to blur out my name, this isn't that sharp, so this isn't so good. But takes a lot. And then there's the sharpen tool. Then there's the eyedropper tool, where you get to actually zoom in on this. You'll get RGB values. Then there's the text tool, the hand tool, which I don't know what that does, and the zoom tool. If you hold Alt, you get to zoom out. You can go to full screen mode, and then you got these colors and quick mask, stuff like that. And over here you have your tools, your layers. So I can rename this layer. Background. Oops. I made a mistake there. Then I'll create this layer. I'll call that layer Mac Apple 10256. I'll go to blending, and I could choose a whole bunch of blendings. Opacity. So I'll make that a little bit transparent. Preserve transparency, link layers, remove a layer, add a layer. Then you have swatches. These are different colors. There's a gradient, brushes, and scratch, where you just choose your color like that. Alright. So that's the... Alright, so now that we got that done, now let's get to the, hold on a second. Okay, now let's go down the menus. You get to go see about, I have version 1.6.2. I go to File, you can do New, Open Recent, Close, Save As, Revert to Saved, Export for Web, Send to Mail, iPhoto, Flickr, Facebook, or Picasa, whatever that is, File Info, Import, Page Setup, and Print. Then we have Edit, where we get to undo, redo, all the basic options. Then there's Select Color, Load Selection, Refine Selection, Edit in Quick Mask Mode, Fill, Stroke, Transform, Rotate, 180 degrees, 90 degrees right, 90 degrees left, Flip Horizontal, Flip Vertical, Find Spelling and Special Characters. Then we have a bunch of options in Image. I don't even know what some of these things do. But let's say I wanted to blink out my username. So I'll just grab that selection in my rectangular marquee tool. I'll go to Filter, Stylize, Pixelate. Then I'll pick my pixelation. Or I could go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I'll blur it out. To where it's like in the background, and this little blue thing is translucent. So I'll just undo that. And Yeah, in filter you get a bunch of options. Quartz Composer means you get like cool backgrounds and stuff. Here you get to I'll exit full screen mode. Then a good part is saving. So, what would I rate this application? I'd have to rate it a 5 out of 5. It's a great Photoshop application. Very easy to use, very easy to do, and I'll do some tutorials in this too. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe. First off, I'm just going to save this as to show you something cool. If I go into my projects folder, I get a bunch of PXM files. Those are Pixelmator files. If I check save copy as, I can save it as Pixelmator, Photoshop, which I don't have, JPEG, PDF, PNG, and TIFF. My favorite is PNG, just in case you have like a transparent background. Then you get to save this as, I'll save it as Mac Apple 10256. I'll click save, and then I'll exit. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Also, do you like my background? Yeah, I got the Orion Nebula from Google, but I added this text with Pixelmator. I'll show you how to do that in a later tutorial. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Bye.